Well, so we were talking about speaking part. I mean, speaking parts are very important, as I told you, that if you can make a good band scoring, and if you can ensure a good band scoring, both speaking and listening, your overall score will be better. Okay, because as Bengalis, we face troubles in reading and writing, mostly those who are from Bangla medium. Um, struggles to get more than band 7 in writing. And for
I
reading,
am
if
from
you're
Bangla
lucky enough,
medium.
huh?
I am also from Bangla medium.
Okay, so no problem. So, and sometimes it depends on the luck in terms of reading. If you're lucky enough, you can get band 8, or if it depends on your preparation. But if the question is hard, if you got like band 8 in some of the mock tests, you can even get band 7 because sometimes the reading questions are too hard. Okay, but for speaking part 1, the good thing is questions are quite simple. It's like introduction level conversation. Questions will be simple, like they will ask you name, they will ask, do you work or study, where are you from? So these are very quite easy questions. And the numbers will also free. Often you will get free marks. I mean, as long as I know, first few questions will bring you free marks. They won't cut your marks, especially in part 1, but the part 2 and part 3 are the real parts. So you have to prepare for all of them. I mean, um, you have to maintain the fluency, the accuracy in all of these parts from beginning till end if you're wanting to get band 7 or more than band 7. Okay, so you have to answer in just 1 or 2 sentences. I mean, in terms of part 1, it's I mean, the instructions that I am giving you are from British Council because I have studied in British Council. So they told us that if you just give somewhere within 2 or 3 sentences, I mean, if your answer can last from 1 to 3 sentences, I mean, and even you can just give answer um, which is just 1 or 2 sentences lengthy. I mean, okay, so the samples, as you can see, as I told you, the questions will be quite easier. Like, can you tell me where do you live? Do you work or study? What do you do in your free time? Do you live in a house or in an apartment? Then is it a big place? Do you like to take photographs? I mean, these are some easiest questions. I mean, after watching or attending this class, uh, do some research on YouTube to watch some band 7 or band 8, or even if you can band 9 level mock test videos. That will help you out. I mean, academic English help. ahelp.com is a good website or YouTube channel if you're wanting to watch quality mock test videos. Let's move on to the next part, which is cue card. So a lot of candidates fear about cue card. They struggle, but it depends on your basics and your English level. If you have good basics, or if you can generate ideas frequently, you can do well in cue card. And uh, basically, at first, they will give you 1 minute preparation time. They will ask you to have a pencil and a paper if you are taking um, video call test or whatever it is. If you are taking either video call test or face-to-face test in the speaking module, the examiner will give you 1 minute as a preparation time, and there will be some pencils and some papers just before you, if so that you can write and note down your keywords so that you can take the preparation. So the keywords are needed to be written in cue card. I mean, on your notebook, or I mean the page that they will give you. So if you are struggling, if you are not good enough in speaking, if you are lacking some confidence, you can speak slowly. Like it will buy you some time. So if you like, if you can slow down your speed. that will help you to get some so buy some time, because you have to speak 1 to 2 minutes. Is better if you speak more than 1.5 minutes. But and if you can just touch 1.5 minutes, and if your content is rich, you can get a good band score. And accent
Okay.
doesn't matter. A lot of people are conscious about their accent, but accent doesn't matter. But you have to be fluent, and your pronunciations must be understandable. Understood?
Okay. Understood.
Okay. So let's see how to prepare for cue card. Okay, so for example, here is a cue card. Describe your favorite toy. Talk about a toy you liked in your childhood. You should say what it was, who gave it to you, how often have you played with it, and explain why it was special for you. So as I told you, you'll get just 1 minute as a preparation time, and you can't write any enter a sentence or any detail beside as your note. Okay, but that's why you have to write down 1 or 2 words for each question, so that you can look at those questions. So you can look at those notes, and you can start your speaking, and you don't run out of contents. Okay, like for example, let's look at this simple. First question was what it was. Okay, what it was. Understood? So, for
Okay.
example, I would like to talk about a Quaker replica or a Quaker model. Then, for the second question, you wrote or I wrote my mom or my
To
mother.
give it to your mom.
Okay,
Okay.
so as you can see, I am just limiting my keywords. I'm just wanting to write down as low as lowest words as possible, because
So I have to
last
I
part
have to write down, or I have to answer on that.
you have to write down during your
Okay.
preparation time. Okay, as I told you that you will get
Okay.
1 minute as a preparation time, and you have to write down in a paper. They will provide some papers and some pencils so that you can write down your notes. Okay.
Okay.
Better if you watch some more videos on YouTube after this lesson. That will be better for you. Okay, so as you can see, I wrote striker replica, then my mom, and then how often you played with it. So I wrote every day at noon at night. So as you can see, I have wrote down some details here. I used to play every day, and I also tried to write down when I used to play. Okay, can you see?
Yeah,
Understood?
I can see. Yeah,
Okay,
understood.
so
Clear.
let's see, and now that's the main part, why it was special for you. Like, uh, you wrote down what Wheels. What Wheels, the popular toy car manufacturer, and I have a good collection of Hot Wheels as well. So, then you wrote down
Okay.
the model name, and it depends on you how you are gonna write down, how you are gonna react. Okay, then beautiful car. So Hot Wheels, Dodge Charger, beautiful car. So that's how we are gonna practice, or so you are gonna note down your cue card. Okay.
Okay. So the question will be the same like this, or it will be the different pattern. The pattern is same
Pattern is
or
same,
something
the
else.
questions will be different. And another thing is, mostly people think that if you read that book or this book or that book, I'm not mentioning any name of any book, since I'm wanting to upload it on YouTube. So people think that if you read some suggestions, some books, you will get enough content, you will get comment. But trust me, that's not how you should prepare yourself. You should prepare yourself so that you can answer to any questions. Okay, like let me solve these questions. Okay, like they will give me 2 minutes to speak. After 2 minutes, there will be a ring, but I can speak around 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, I can give my ending within 2 minutes. Okay, it depends on me, but it's better that you stop your or you if you can finish your speaking under 2 minutes, because if you don't like if you're wanting to extend your speaking period, and you are not gonna, and you fail to give answer to last part, why it was special for you, you'll lose marks. So that's why you need to understand how to react, how to end your speaking within 2 minutes, and how to answer all those questions. Okay. Like I want to
Okay. So that means someone will ask me the questions and I will answer on that, right?
no, for part one, they will ask you questions. For part two, they will give you a card. Okay. If you're attending face-to-face
Okay.
question, face-to-face exam, they will give you a card. And if you are taking video call based test, they will show the screen. I mean, they will share the screen like this. Okay. I mean, currently you're experiencing a video call based test. Okay. That's what a
Okay.
video call based test look like. Okay.
Okay.
But the
So
notes,
I have to write down in computer system or I have to
no,
write down
you
in the
as I
papers?
told you earlier, that they will give you a paper and some pencils. You have to write down
Oh,
your notes on that. Okay.
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 So
Now,
after exam they will take it, right?
okay, yes, they will take everything.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, okay, so I would like to talk about this topic, okay, so that you know how to react, okay?
Sure.
Okay. So I would like to talk about one of my favorite toys from my childhood. Actually, I was a little bit fond of playing with cars. I still try to collect toy car replicas. So the toy that I'm trying to talk about is also a toy car replica, which was gifted by my mom. And I can recall the moment I stood fast in my examination during the third grade. So my mom was quite over the moon with the situation. And she wanted to gift me something, and as she knew that I like toy cars, she bought a toy car replica for me. And to be honest, since I was a third grade student, I had plenty of time for my leisure activities. So I used to play with that particular toy every day, almost every day. And basically, I used to play with that toy at noon because I used to get back from my school. During that time, I used to take a bath. I used to take my lunch, and then I got plenty of time to play. Uh, and basically, another time for my leisure activity was obviously nighttime because I used to just study for 1 or 2 hours in the evening. Then my mom gave me um, a lot of time for my leisure activities or to play with my toys. So I used to play before going to sleep as well. And if you ask me why that particular toy was so special for me, I would say that that particular toy was made by a famous toy car manufacturer, Hot Wheels, and it was a Dodge Charger, a famous toy car, and it was a very nice and beautiful car. All of my friends were elated after witnessing that particular replica because we were a fan of Fast and Furious, and that particular model appeared before that particular movie franchising. So that's what about my favorite toy, and to be honest, I still kept that particular toy in my locker. So as you can see, I spoke more than 2 minutes because I am not taking the preparation for my actual test. So that's why maybe sometimes I make some mistakes. It's been 5 or 6 months, sorry, 6 or 7 months till I took my last test. So as you can see, you have to speak fluently like this. You have to gather some keywords as you note. Then you just look at those keywords and speak fluently. And you have to and you're speaking within 2 minutes. I failed. Sorry for that. But for you, you have to finish your speaking after 2 minutes. Like when my time ended, the examiner would have told me to stop. Okay, that's the situation.
Okay.
Now let's move on to the next part. Okay. So here is another cue card. You are gonna practice it after this lesson. Don't worry. So as you can see, a quiet place. This particular cue card is about quiet place that you like to spend your time in. So I wanted to show this particular cue card so that I can discuss about part three questions. So part three questions will be asked based on your response to part two, how you responded in cue card. So like, is it hard to find quiet places in cities? Why it is quieter in the countryside? Why do people go to quiet places compared to younger people, to older people? Prefer to live in quiet places. Do you know other quiet places? So these are some questions that will be asked based on your cue card response. So
Okay.
and you have to answer to those questions in 4 to 6 sentences. As you can see, I have showed a graph here. For part one, it's ideal you give the answer within 1 or 2 sentences. For part two, you speak about 1 minute 40 seconds. For a beginner, it may be hard to um, speak about 1 minute 40 seconds, but that's better if you can, if you're wanting to get a good band score. Then for part three, it's better that you answer to the question within 4 to 6 sentences. Maybe in some occasions you won't be able to give the answer within 4 to 6 sentences. Sometimes you have to end your content within 1 or 2 sentences, but try to add contents as you get the chance. Okay, these are better. These are some standard um, points or limits. Okay,
Okay.
understood. So
Yeah, understood.
those who are watching this video on YouTube, you can take some tests from me. It's very affordable, and you will get a clear, I mean almost clear idea about your future score at your a real exam, and you will get the suggestions as well. So that's it for this lesson.
Okay. So to